I asked.
And Laryssa Husiak told.
Hey guys, it's Call Me Adam, and we are here live at Studio 2 with Laryssa Husiak, who is the playwright and star of her new show, She is King, a biopic piece about Billie Jean King. So let's jump right in and get things started.
Great.
What made you want to write She is King?
It was actually a book that inspired the piece about tennis called The Inner Game of Tennis, and it was one of those like psychological books from the 80s, of sort of self-help book, but my dad had given it to me. And I started getting interested in tennis and looking up all these different things about it, and I came across this interview with Billie Jean King. And I had always been a fan, but this particular interview, which is the first interview that we do in the piece, really spoke to me, and I was just blown away by what she had to say and how it still resonated today, even though it was from 1973. So,
why is now a good time to premiere She is King?
Well, lots of reasons. When I first started, I didn't realize that it was going to be the 40th anniversary of the Battle of the Sexes and forming the Women's Tennis Association. A lot of big anniversaries for Billie Jean King and tennis this past year, so that's been amazing. And then there's just the reasons of the content of the show and the things that she has to say about equality and feminism and the roles that we play in our lives, men and women, and still, I think, are really important issues today. And
since you're going to be playing Billie Jean King, what do you identify with most / relate to about her life?
I love her approach and her mentality. And I don't know if it's what I relate to most, but it's what speaks to me most, is how she really talks about how she approaches tennis, but like visualizes what's possible. And I find that very inspiring. And having now repeated her words so many times and over, I feel like it's really influenced the way that I think of things, the way I've been working on this show and also performing it. So that's been really meaningful for me.
What do you hope audiences come away with after seeing the show?
Well, I hope they come away. This show for me is about engaging in a conversation, in a larger conversation about the themes of the show. So talking about gender, talking about yourself and the roles that you play in your own life, and then how they relate to each other and how we relate to each other as people.
What are you looking forward to having She is King in the Other Forces Festival?
Well, I'm so excited to be part of the Other Forces Festival. First of all, to have the show run over 3 weeks is just fantastic. It's a big step for me personally, and I've done shows with the Incubator Arts Project before at St. Mark's Church and with other people's work, and so I'm really excited to present my own work there.
The last question is, have you ever met Billie Jean King, and is she aware of the show? Are you trying to get her to come to the show?
Yes, I am. I have met her. Actually, amazingly, last December, we did a workshop of this show at Dixon Place for one night. And I sent a little bit of press stuff out, but not really, because it was just a one night only, still work in progress. Somehow, Billie Jean's partner, Alana Kloss, found out about the show and came in December and brought like a bunch of people from their office, the World Team Tennis office. And I talked to her, and we've stayed in touch, and she was like, oh, Billie would really love to see this. You should really, next time you're back in New York, I'll set up a meeting. So I got to meet her in May when I was here, and I sent her video of the show, and I met her at the World Team Tennis office in Midtown, and we sat down and we went through the script. Just having that support from her and Alana has been really, really neat.
Yeah, that's very exciting. I mean, not everybody who does a biopic piece gets the real person's like blessing on it, and
Yeah.
it's so exciting. Then the fact that you got to sit down with her and go through the script, and she was impressed by it. I mean, that says so much right there, just about how great the show's going to be.
Yeah.
So everybody watching, be sure to get your tickets at incubatorarts.org, and the show runs from January 10th through January 26th at Incubator Theater, which is in the East Village, and be sure to go to, like I said, incubatorarts.org for tickets. And thanks for watching. For more Call Me Adam, visit callmeadam.com or follow me on Twitter at callmeadamnyc or facebook.com/callmeadamnyc.